Happy New Year to everybody. Welcome back. It's been a couple weeks since we've been on all together, and I haven't recorded anything since before Christmas. So hope everyone had a good holiday and a happy New Year. How's everyone doing so far? You still sticking to your New Year's resolutions?
I'm not a resolution guy, so then yeah, I guess yeah.
Yeah, me neither, but
Yeah.
so far
Haven't
so
slipped
good, I
up yet, I
guess.
guess, if you don't have one.
Yeah, exactly.
Awesome. Well, today's episode of the Winded Podcast is sponsored by ZZZ Tape. And listen, if you're like me and you want to wake up feeling less winded, sleep matters. ZZZ Tape is designed to help encourage nasal breathing while you sleep, which can be a game changer if you're a mouth breather, you snore, or you just wake up feeling dry and groggy. It's simple. Put it on before bed, make it part of the routine, and see how you feel in the morning. If you're trying to dial in recovery, gym, life, whatever, start with sleep. I'll put the link in the show notes. Promo code Seamus Sullivan gets you 15% off. ZZZ Tape, discover your best sleep ever. As you can see, I have the mouth tape and the nasal strips. Very high quality product. Definitely recommend. Got these right here. I'll put a link in the bio, but use my promo code, get 15% off. Have you guys ever used mouth tape before?
I've never used mouth tape, but I do like the nasal strips a lot for sleeping. I've actually just been getting into those recently. I got some ZZZ tape, and it's been working well. Snoring is definitely reduced, and I wish I could just wear them like
I was thinking about
all
wearing
day.
it for the podcast because it truly does just like open it up and you're like, it's like, oh, this is how
just
you're supposed to
opens.
breathe.
Yeah, like oh, this is how
You
you're
The
you're gonna
mouth
wear
tape, yeah,
the
people
mouth
might
tape or the
like
the mouth
that.
tape
Yeah,
all
I
day.
thought
Yeah,
about just
that'd be good for the pod.
you
like
kinda
starting just with the tape on, but
I
No.
actually just started using mouth tape because my snoring has gotten pretty bad, so I've been told. And I've been told also that it works really well. It cuts the volume and cuts how much I'm using it. So that's it's a perfect sponsor.
Yeah, normalized nasal tape.
beat the stigma.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
just
mean,
walking into the office with some tape. I mean, kinda
why not?
badass.
Aiden,
Yeah.
you've been pretty quiet in this
I don't
meeting.
think I've
Sorry,
done
I'm
a
taped up
combination.
trying to produce the mouth breathing.
Yeah, working on my jawline.
Yeah. When I fall asleep in this meeting, I don't want you to be snoring. So I mean, it's real good to throw on this mouth tape.
All right.
Uh,
Well, just a programming note. If you're here for our picks, I don't know why you would be, but if you are here for the picks, we're not going to be doing picks on the show. We're going to release those day of and kind of go back to the origin of the Brothers Parlay and have our discussions and put it together day of with all the information, because clearly doing it on a microphone has not worked, considering we made it through the entire regular season without hitting. And I think we only went 3 of 4 once, maybe twice. So not a good showing for us. But luckily, we don't have to qualify for the playoffs. We could still make bets in the playoffs, even though we had a horrible regular season. So I feel like our luck's about to turn.
We did have that one ghost leg week, celebrate a little too early with that possibly. And yeah, hopefully can get some winners in the playoffs.
we stuck to the anytime touchdown for the entirety of the season, right? Like that does start to limit you. I mean, it always limits you, but it does start to limit you as the season kind of progresses. And we try,
I feel like we did that last year though, right? With the exception of like
Yeah.
Thanksgiving,
It's
like
like
in like the 1 day
the
games.
Saturdays.
I
Yeah.
thought we started
We did,
integrating
but we
other
still pretty
picks,
much
no?
went back to, I think we hit 4 times, but I think 3 of them were all touchdown bets.
Were they? Okay. Yeah.
But yeah, it's good slate of games this weekend.
It was getting pretty aggressive. I mean, at this point, I'm just gonna bet like the entirety of every Pats opponent for an anytime touchdown, and then that way the
Yeah.
Pats will just roll through to the Super Bowl.
That's a good strategy.
It's like betting against the Cowboys earlier in the season, right?
I was thinking about it. I was like, oh wow, we didn't get any of the parlays, and I was like, oh, maybe some of the future picks we gave in the first episode, maybe some of those cashed, and we gave some winners. And I don't know about you guys, but I did not give any. of those
I'd have to go back
award
and look.
picks.
I do know I had the Burrows Jamar Chase combination, which panned out perfect.
Yeah.
I think possibly coach of the year is the only one that we might be hitting on. Mike
And that
Vrabel.
was one where we're like, what
Yeah.
other awards? Yeah, Vrabel, yeah.
Yeah. Well, yeah, because I think, Seamus, you didn't give it to us on the slip, and
Yeah.
then you had one. We're like, yeah, we'll just all take Vrabel.
Yeah, Dak,
No thought
I
went
mean,
into it.
Dak, most passing yards, had a chance, but him not playing the last game and then Stafford stat padding, that kind of eliminated that. Baker Mayfield MVP was one that I had. That looked good in the beginning half, and then the second half, not good at all.
I mean,
And
Pat's
then
over 8.5 wins.
that was
That
a good
cashed
one.
week 10.
I think I had Mason Graham of the Browns to win Defensive Rookie of the Year, and he has 0.5 sacks, so that wasn't a good pick. So just kind of tough
Yeah,
going in the
Tough
NFL
season.
I had
NFL picks
Donovan
this year.
Ezeraku as Defensive Rookie of the Year, and I think he might have had 2 sacks. I was like, especially no Micah. I'm like, oh, it's his. He's going to get it all. And I think Jadeveon Clowney had more sacks last weekend than Ezeraku had all year. And that's what 36-year-old Jadeveon Clowney, who wasn't even on the team to start the
Yeah,
year.
Christian Gonzalez, Defensive Player of the Year, missed half the year before the first
Yeah, that
whatever
was Max
16.
Crosby, I think.
I'd have to go.
Uh,
I'd have to go back and look. I think I
When
had.
all the
I think I had
I'll
Crosby too,
compile the
or some.
what we said, and when the awards do come out, we'll compare them.
I do think a lot of us had the Ravens in the Super Bowl as well. So
I had Bills. Bills was
I
Josh
had
Allen got
Bills
his second
Lions.
ring.
Yeah, Lions not so much.
Lions is okay.
I definitely had Lions. I forget who else I
I
had.
think I had Packers Ravens.
I'm trying to find it here in my podcast notes. Yeah, it's. I mean, it's not going to be pretty, no matter what. It's not
Well,
going to be
before
pretty.
we got on the air, we just having a little pre-show conversation, and Barrett brought up a pretty good topic that I think would, be good to discuss and hash out, because I don't think we're the only ones that kind of think this. But Barrett, why don't you introduce the thought that you had?
Yeah, around the divisions, right? Like, so it's basically. I feel like, I mean, I was looking through the schedule for this weekend, and looking, and I saw that the Steelers were hosting, or Steelers are at home, right? And I think it was, I felt like it was a little silly. I was like, look, how are they hosting? Like, oh, they won their division. And so that got me thinking about something I thought about for a while and felt for a while, which is we give too much credence or too much like power to the divisional winners in the playoffs, right? And I'm not saying that winning your division doesn't matter, because I think it does. I think it should get you in the playoffs. If we're going to have divisions, they should matter. But the fact that just like eking in with a losing record or a shitty 500 record or on a missed field goal right at the end, you host a playoff game, which I think we'd all agree is a big deal. Like that, like home field advantage in football is a real thing. I think is a little bit silly, right? And it's not that I don't think that winning your division shouldn't matter, because I think it should, right? Like, you play those teams the most. I like the whole divisional rivalry thing. But the fact that you could be 8-9 and hosting a playoff game seems ridiculous to me.
Yeah, I agree. I think that
Yeah.
winning your division should 100% get you into the playoffs, no matter what your record is. But I do think that it shouldn't
Yeah.
necessarily give you the home field. Look at it'd be like the equivalent of if in March Madness, all the automatic bids just became the top seeds. Like if whoever wins
Yeah.
I don't even know, some obscure basketball conference, Mountain West, whoever
Mountain
wins the
West.
Mountain West becomes a 2 seed because they happen to be one of the top whatever. They win their conference. I don't think that it should be that way. I think it should get you in automatically, and then you reseed it based on record or however better solution. But I don't. I'm with you. I don't think that it should just get you a home playoff game.
Yeah, I mean, I hadn't put a ton of thought into it. I don't know why it is that way. I'm trying
I
to think
I
why.
I have to imagine the NFL is just because they're stuck in the divisional model, like most American sports or have the divisional model. Are they? I think they have to put a tremendous amount. Like they have to put a lot of like what's the word I'm looking for? Like they it just needs
Value?
value. Yeah, it needs to be really important to win your division because they want
Right.
those divisional games to really matter. Otherwise, the Pats playing, an 0-8 Miami team, in week 9, Pats are just like, I don't give a fuck, right? Like they have to make those get like I think the NFL is incented to have every single game, no matter what week, matter. And if you're gonna play 7 of your or 8 of your games, 9 of your games against divisional opponents, then those games have to matter, even if they're, shitty teams. And
A-
yeah,
And you would be okay with giving that up?
I would be okay with it not guaranteeing you a home playoff game. So I think the home playoff game is a step too far. I think if you win your division, if we're going to have divisions, I'm not opening up that can of worms, right? But if we're going to have divisions and we want those divisions to matter, getting into the playoffs is where it matters. Even if you have an 8-9 record, you get into the playoffs, or 9-8 or whatever. You get into the playoffs if you win your division. Then you would but it doesn't guarantee you a home playoff game, right? So if your wild card round opponent has a better record than you, even if they were second in their division, they should host that game. I feel. So you still get because like right now, if you look at the Steelers, or I think there was another example for this, like maybe the Panthers too, like those are, for all intents and purposes, like bad football team, like mediocre football teams, and they're both hosting playoff games this week, right? And like there are teams with the exact same record, but because they're in a better division, they're not playing in the playoffs. So they already got the benefit of the divisional win, right? But now we're like layering it on top of it, right? And if you are the best team in your division, but you're not like the number 1 seed, you have nothing to worry about, right? Like the Pats would still be hosting a playoff game this weekend, right? But the Panthers and the Steelers don't feel like they should be. For me, don't feel like that. Like you should be extra rewarded for that, especially since
So
home field advantage in the
who
playoff really matter. Like statistically, it matters, right?
who should have a home playoff game? Are you thinking like the Texans, the Chargers, Bills? All of them should have it over the Steelers?
So let's look. So Steelers are
10
10-7.
and
Jaguar
7.
or no. Steelers are 10-7, but Bills are 12-5, and they're traveling, right? Who was the other one? Is it Panthers? Panthers are 8 and
The
9.
Texans are 12 and 5. It's just I just don't even know how. I feel like that could also be part of it. Is like teams end up with the same record, and like what it becomes the
It's
tiebreaker.
definitely
Like
I think that tiebreaker comes down to if you won your division,
but
then you're
neither in this scenario, the Bills and Texans with the same record, second best record, not division winner. Like if
Bill,
we were doing just the top 4 records, not
Bills and
division
Texans.
winners, Bills and Texans would be tied.
it's
And what
probably
would that
conference
tiebreaker
record
be?
and then probably common opponents. That's like
Yeah, I mean the NFL has thought of tiebreaker scenarios for why the Broncos are not playing this
and
week and the Pats
it
are,
was the
right? So
Raiders loss.
it was because we lost to the Raiders lost, right? So I'm saying like there are umpteen levels of tiebreakers that they can sort out for every scenario. I think they could sort out the tiebreaker scenario for this. I just feel like they're overvaluing the divisional win, especially for teams that are like losing records, right? Like
yeah.
10-7, like all right, fine, right? You can host a playoff game, but aren't they hosting a playoff game against like a
I don't disagree with what you're saying, and I think it makes sense, but I will say a Monday night football game in Pittsburgh hits way harder than a Monday night football game in Houston.
well, you got to take the individual teams out of it, right? Because like I would say a game.
Well, no, that's what I'm saying. I agree with you, but in this situation, I'm cool with it. Pittsburgh Monday night is way better than Pittsburgh or Houston Monday night.
I mean, Pittsburgh Monday night is better than most places, right? Like, yeah. So, like, I mean, there are certain cities that are always gonna just hit better, right?
That's
But
the
yeah,
cheapest
and I mean,
ticket of this weekend is the Monday night game. I don't know if it's because it's Monday night or if it's because Steelers fans have no faith in their team or what, but that is, of all the games, that's the cheapest like ticket to get into is the Steelers game.
Yeah,
And the
what's the
weather
weather?
obviously plays
look,
a part, but
I
it is interesting that it's, this is one of those kind of blue blood franchises of the NFL. They're hosting a game, and it's like, if the Patriots got the Monday night game, obviously they have, higher expectations, but, it
it'd be
exactly.
$1,000 to sit in the parking lot. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I mean, yeah. I don't want to like die on this hill, and like I agree. I agree with the.
It's not. I don't think it's even that hot of a take. I don't think anyone's gonna come for you.
No, I mean, look, I like a little banter. It's fine. I just like, and I agree. Like the Monday night Pittsburgh game feels a lot different than like when do the if they had put like the what, who else are you gonna put on that Monday night game? I mean, Pats would be great, but Chargers, like Patriots should win that game. I think Pittsburgh at home is a tough out for Houston. Like that's a shitty draw for them to have to play. Like I know, I think the Steelers could win that game. I don't think that's like an easy role for what is a very good
To
Texans
beat the
team.
Pats.
No, look, I'm not saying the Pittsburgh Steelers don't have a chance. I just think that you're giving them a slightly more like a larger advantage by giving them the home game. That's all.
This is going on Rogers' bulletin board.
Panthers and Steelers are both going to win this weekend. It's going to be the Beast Week all over again. I got a question. How do you guys feel about a Monday night playoff game? I know they've been doing it for a couple of years, but wouldn't it be?
Do they make that team play on? I guess they give them till Sunday. They'd have to, like, because they're going to end up with a
They
shorter
would probably
week,
get
right?
the Sunday
They could,
game.
in theory,
the
they
winner
could,
of that would get a Sunday game next week.
because there's a game Saturday too, isn't there? So like, there's like a 48-hour
It
difference in
is,
the
yeah.
rest time between
That's
those
definitely
teams.
part of it. That seems, whatever. But TV money rules it all. I just feel like it'd be so much cleaner.
But the NFC is the Saturday. 2 NFC games.
Are there 2 on Saturday?
Yeah,
I don't have the
4
times.
and
Anyway.
8.
Oh yeah. No, it's NFC on Saturday, and then. Well, no,
I'm
there's
fine with a Monday night football game in the playoffs. I mean, I'm glad if the Pats are playing Monday night, I probably wouldn't be as cool with it. But I mean, Texans Steelers Monday night, I'm fine with.
As a fan, I want the games to be spread out so I can be tuned into more of them, right? But I agree with Aiden. If the Pats are playing late Monday, and then like you just look at the bracket and you're, oh shit, we're gonna have to play so and so, and that's like in theory, if the Steelers win, they're gonna be on the road, right? And so now you got a short week. Now you're on the road. Like it's I haven't really looked at the.
Do you think they had the lowest? Is this just by chance?
Ooh, there's a fun theory. You give the worst team, the worst divisional leader, make them play on Monday.
I mean, because
I think they look at the ratings.
Dollar signs. Yeah.
I think they look at the ratings and they go.
But that has a part of it. I feel like if your team's not as good, then your ratings probably I think wouldn't be as good. But so Carolina's playing the first playoff game, so they have the shortest amount of time to prepare.
Yeah, and
I don't least rest going into it.
Yeah.
That game is probably the biggest spread difference. I don't have the lines in front of me, but
yeah, it is.
They probably organized it that way.
Rams are, last I looked, they were like 10.5 point favorites.
I'm wondering if the Texans ever played a Sunday playoff game. I feel like when you think of the Saturday playoff game and the Texans have made the playoffs, they are a lock for that. That's why it's kind of crazy that they're playing on Monday night. They just can't. They're like Chick-fil-A. They just don't they're not on Sundays. They're just
They
in the
don't play
playoffs.
Sundays.
It's their Chick-fil-A mode.
They're like, look, it's Texas. Everyone's going to be at church. You
Yeah, they got to
can't
play.
play on
They got to play
Sunday.
that early Saturday game that people forget that playoff football is on if it's not your team, and then, or now they're playing Monday. Before we get into talking about the games, I treated myself earlier today, and I had a Twinkie, and I was wondering when the last time any of you guys had a Twinkie, because I saw it and I was like, you know what? I'm getting one of those. And it was delicious. And it just made me think of Zombieland and Woody Harrelson and his whole search, like the whole movie looking for a Twinkie. And I was like, I kind of get why he was so set on getting a Twinkie. So before this one, I don't even know the last time I had one. I was just curious if anyone has treated themselves to a Twinkie anytime recently.
Not. And I'm going to be honest. I know I've had a Twinkie. Like, I know that I've eaten a Twinkie, but I mean, not since I was a child, I don't think. Like, I don't think I've had a Twinkie since I was like 12 years old.
I think
I think it's
the
been like
last time
30 years.
I think the last time I had one, and probably the only time, was, I feel like there was maybe 10 years ago now, when they were like, Twinkies are gonna stop being
Yeah,
made.
that was a thing. Yeah.
Was that not a so I think I was like, well, I'll have one, and then that's probably the only time I've ever had one.
Do we
Yeah, so-
know? Oh, go ahead, Liam.
No, I was just going to kind of say what you guys had said. It had been a long time. I did have a follow-up question, though.
What is it?
Did you just like go to like a gas station to get one, or did you buy a pack?
So
Like, are you going to be treating yourself
Got
for a little bit?
A Costco pallet out back.
there's a vending machine at work, and I saw it. I was like, you know what?
Okay.
Twinkies, huh?
Yeah. So eating
Twinkies
healthy
in a
wasn't
vending
your
machine.
New Year's resolution, was it?
Yep.
Eat more
You got Big
Twinkies.
Texas in those
What's that?
vending machines. The Big Texas is the cinnamon roll.
Big Texas? I've never heard of that.
Yeah,
Really?
sounds like a crappy vending machine.
I guess so. Yeah.
Although they have Twinkies, though. I don't think I've ever seen a Twinkie in a vending machine.
But
Usually
you
on,
think
like, a
about it, though,
teaser
they last
side.
Exactly.
forever.
The Big
Does it?
Texas don't. Those things sell.
Those things move, yeah. What was the expiration
that
date on that
I
Twinkie?
didn't look. I'll have to. Maybe next time I'll take a peek. But yeah, I figured I'd mix that in because I'm like, I don't know the last time I had one of these, and I hadn't even thought of one, and since probably that craze of people saying that they were never going to make them again, and
Yeah,
I put
it would.
Twinkies in the same, and I maybe because of Zombieland, but I put it in the same category as like Spam. Like, if I'm
Oh,
if I'm eating Spam, or if I'm eating a Twinkie, or like something like that, like something has gone
never
horribly
had
wrong.
Spam.
Like,
Yeah, I was gonna say I don't think that's something I've
I
ever
don't think I
had.
have either. But
it's in that category of like shit you see people eating, and the
like
post-apocalyptic
when you're
movies.
camping, right? When you're
That's,
camping.
I think, what it's originally for. But it's like meat that comes in a sealed container, so it in theory lasts for like a wicked long time. It's not bad.
I see a lot
I've
of
had
videos
Spam
of
more
people
recently than
eating
I've
it.
had. Yeah, I've had Spam more recently than I've had a Twinkie, for sure.
Did you cook the Spam?
I think you have to. Yes, the
Oh,
short
really?
answer is
Yeah,
yes.
I'd hope.
I
Yeah,
think you have to. I don't even know.
probably
I
don't
even
have
know.
to,
Yeah.
Isn't
but
it like
just like
ham?
they recommend cooking a hot dog. We don't have to.
Definitely have had hot dogs not cooked before.
I don't think
as
I've
a-
ever done
as a
that.
child. And I've done that.
You're just
Can't
raw hot
wait.
dog?
It's not frequent. It's happened before, though. I definitely remember.
He says as a child, "Mom, what are you doing?"
She was probably sleeping. That's a late trip down. Can't get the microwave going. It'll be too loud. She's like, oh,
Firing up the grill in
this
the middle of
cold.
the night for one hot dog.
Get the
Desperate times.
charcoal going.
Yeah, you-
Oh man.
I probably like 6 months, a year ago, went into a convenience store and they had like the fruit roll-ups just like at the checkout. And I hadn't had one of those in a while, so I bought 2 of them, brought them home, and still haven't had them. They're just in the cupboard. Just never, like, I bought them, I was like, oh, this is going to be cool. And then just was like, I'm like, I don't want this. Why did I buy this? I feel like if I bought a Twinkie, it'd probably be the same. Just like yeah, this will be good. And then
They always get you with those things at the checkout.
well, if you don't eat it right away, like I'm like, what is the occasion that I'm eating this? Like, just
Go grab it right now. Have it on the show.
Right.
Yeah, have it. No, was it a roll up or fruit by the foot? It was a roll up.
What is the
fruit by the
one
foot.
that's like
Fruit roll-ups are trash.
by the foot, I guess.
Fruit by the foot's good.
It looked like it'd be like a tape measure. It'd be like 4 feet long.
Right.
Yeah,
That's the one.
Fruit by the foot. Now, when you were a kid, did you eat that? Like, did you unroll the whole thing and squash it up in a ball, or did you eat it slowly?
Nah,
Ball.
I'd eat it slowly.
Yeah, I ate it like piece by piece.
I don't know why I said that with
Just a slow eater.
I don't know what the hell is
It's
going on.
also kind of crazy.
The lighting with the mustache going.
Jesus.
Look like a ghost in there.
I ate it slowly.
Why did that happen like that? Why did the light switch as I said the creepiest thing ever?
Started like panning to your kitchen.
What would you do if there was just a case of Twinkies on the counter? Twinkies, fruit by the foot. I got it all right there at Costco today. Yes.
You were just feeling us out to see if it was.
Just trying to see if I'd
like,
get
oh,
away with
I
eating
guess
one on
I'm
the
Yeah.
air. Yeah.
I eat it slowly.
That's I've never seen that at a checkout. I don't even think I've ever seen that at a convenience store.
Fruit by the foot.
Yeah.
Was it a 7-Eleven? That's
It was
like
random.
local 7-Eleven vibe.
No, it's just like a very small local convenience store.
Recently, I was at a convenience store and I remember those little like cookies, the yellow. It's like plastic, but it's got like a yellow logo on them.
Oh, yeah.
It's like 3 cookies.
The driest
like
cookies
$1.
ever.
Oh yeah, like the chunk.
I remember those it's been years since I had them. I was like,
Choco chunk or whatever.
I was gonna say choco chunk. Yeah.
I was like, I remember those being good. I'm gonna grab these, and I grabbed them, and I was like, oh, these are not good at all.
They're awful.
Don't eat that while you're driving.
Yeah, I was like in one of those like Nutrigrain
the
bars.
Nature's Valley,
Nature Valley,
yeah. You
Just
could use them to
crumbles
like
everywhere.
prop up a
Nothing but
table.
grounds.
Like, no, those were all over our cafeteria, like in high school. Those were like
Dad
those
used
were
to
the
keep
cookies
those
that
on
you could
deck.
get.
Like
Yeah,
he'd buy like a sleeve of them and they'd just be in the cabinet, which is such a weird thing to just like, oh, I'm gonna have
not as good.
like 3 cookies portioned out.
I think I've ever
3 chocolate chip cookies. Yeah.
I don't think I've ever seen those like outside of like a school cafeteria like setting. I don't even know where to get them.
They have them at some checkouts, like in convenience stores.
They catch
That's the
my
only
eye
time
every
I've
once
ever
in a
seen
while.
them.
Those and the tabletop mini pies always catch my eye. Haven't had one of those in a while. Those are always good.
I've never.
What never catches my eye is the bagged pickle. I've never grabbed one of those. I'm always like, nope, not trying that.
Some of them are like crazy flavors too,
Yeah, they're like stuffed,
like
and
teriyaki or something, or like it's like, what the hell
Honey
is that?
sriracha pickle.
in a
Just
bag
with all the juice in there.
7-Eleven.
It is weird that just putting it in a plastic bag makes it gross. Jar is fine.
But like a jar is cool.
Yeah, a jar
jar's
that's been
kosher.
on the shelf for 5 years is fine, but God forbid you have it in a plastic bag.
I ordered from 7-Eleven on Uber Eats a few weeks ago. Probably the night of the sign. I think I ordered some Uber Eats 7-Eleven.
Sorry, play that back again. You ordered what are you ordering from 7-Eleven on Uber Eats?
Some taquitos.
I got some Takis, like peanut M&Ms. I could look up the order probably. It was just, it was But so the reason why I brought that up is because have you guys had Takis before?
I've never had Takis. I've
Yeah,
had Flamin' Hot
I have.
Cheetos, but never had Takis.
Oh,
Takis
oh
are
no,
it was a treat. They're like I didn't realize this, but they're like tortilla chips essentially, but like flavored.
Rolled up, right?
Yeah. Yeah, it was really good.
And they're like blue, like bright blue. No,
Yeah, you could probably get a blue kind, but mine were just like the fuego, like red.
I feel like I've had them before, and I don't know if it was like a special, like ultra spicy or hot. And I was like, this
I
is
feel like
way
Kylie
too
was on the
much for me.
Takis for a
Because
little while.
kids, yeah, don't kids really like them, Barrett? Asking you as the one with
as
kids.
the one with kids. Yeah, I mean, I don't. They're not in our house. I don't know. I think that might be when you're saying the kids. Probably kids are a little bit older than my kids that are
It's right
making
in
their own
Chase's
snack
wheelhouse,
choices.
though.
Because they went like super viral. They went viral a couple years ago.
Yeah.
Cheetos
So
and
then
Takis.
that would be a little bit older than my kid. Like my kids aren't on social media, right? So like,
Well,
yeah.
right.
But they do. I mean, they do catch stuff like that whole 6-7 bullshit and everything. Like, but like the food, any of the foods. Although, I say that. Although
They on Prime?
what's that?
Prime?
Prime's a great example of stuff that it feeds through. Chase doesn't like it, but he asked for it at one point. Was like, "Can I try Prime?" And then Feastables, like Mr. Beast's
Mr. Beast.
Feastables, is actually really, really good chocolate. Like if you like a chocolate bar, it's a good chocolate bar. And then he just came out with like sour gummies, which we tried when we were in New York because they only have them at 7-Eleven, I guess. And we were walking by a 7-Eleven and we got them, and they weren't bad. But yeah,
Has anyone heard of
no Takis.
squashies?
No,
No.
You guys like Smarties?
sure, yeah.
Yeah,
So
I would never buy 'em,
squashies
but
are like a chewy
I'd be
Smartie.
down with that.
They're like they kind of like blew my. They like taste like a better Swedish fish, which is like crazy.
Whoa,
Yeah,
never heard of that.
Swedish
I think
fish.
it's a Target buy.
Okay, squashy.
Just-
Yeah, Swedish fish are like
Those are elite.
top 5 candy for me. Maybe even top 3.
Yeah, those are the go-to growing up, and also the watermelon Sour Patch Kids.
Also,
Those are big.
Yeah,
big
those
time.
are
yeah, those
goated.
didn't come out until I was a little bit older, but also that's a huge movie theater grab. Swedish fish, because I liked Sour Patch Kids. That was my go-to movie theater. Was Sour Patch Kids.
We might need to do a snack draft soon.
Shit, I think we really need
I'm in for
to.
that.
Easy.
I'm starving now. I had dinner.
We'd have to kind of
Categories.
like dial it in. And are we talking like convenience store? Are we talking
I think you'd have to have like
all snacks?
I think
Yeah,
you'd
I
have
don't
to
know.
have divisions. You'd have to have divisions of like chips, chocolate, like like gummies. Like you'd have to have different divisions, and then the
It's a
winner
home
of the
plate.
division gets to host it.
Stay tuned for that. That'll be coming soon. And if you aren't already subscribed to all the channels and all the different podcast platforms, please do us a favor and follow us and put your downloads on, put your notifications on, because we're actually at a milestone right now. By the time anybody's listening to this episode, we'll have gone over the 1,000 stream and download mark, which is very exciting. We are sitting on 999 streams and downloads, and have been all day. I looked last night and it was 999. I'm like, all right, nobody listened today. So hopefully tomorrow we will have gone over that. If we don't before then, if somebody's, going back and listening to our Christmas episode, maybe they are. I don't know. They want to see Aiden in the Ricky Bobby costume and they watch the Halloween episode for the first time. I'm not going to judge. A view or a download is a view or a download. So, but yeah, check out the YouTube. I'm going to start getting better about putting the full episode, but then on top of that, kind of these little mini 5-minute conversations that we have within the episodes, putting those in kind of shorter videos on YouTube, so you can kind of watch full, smaller segments at a time instead of sitting and watching the whole thing. So YouTube will be growing and expanding, and I'm going to start putting more of the stuff I put on TikTok and Instagram, start putting those on YouTube Shorts, because Liam had one that went pretty viral for our standards, and did pretty well talking about those Scottish lads singing Last Christmas. So let's try and catch some lightning in a bottle on that too. So please, I appreciate everybody who's listened so far. I'm going to be getting into some more interviews coming up. I have one scheduled for next week that I'm excited about. So uh, appreciate everybody who was with us in 2025 and everyone going forward into 2026. But let's move on to these NFL games. We can kind of just run through them. And obviously, we can spend more time on some if we want. Obviously, want to hear your boys' thoughts on Chargers Patriots, but let's start with the early game on Saturday. Rams Panthers, one of those undeserving home playoff games that the Panthers got because they won their division. But what do you guys think about that game? Any thoughts jump out to you? Do you think the Rams just run away with it?
I don't.
I don't think they'd run away with it. I think it's their game to lose, quote unquote. But yeah, I don't think they're gonna. Like, I think the spread was double digits. I don't think they're gonna beat them by 2 touchdowns.
10.5.
Yeah, I don't think they're gonna beat them by 2 touchdowns. Right? That would be.
Yeah, I feel like it's just tough to really blow anyone out in the playoffs, especially with teams at home. Big Bryce Young guy, so think it's his time to shine. And I wouldn't surprise me if they do pull off
Already
an
beat 'em.
upset. But exactly, it is tough to beat a team twice, though. So, but yeah, I don't think the Rams run away with it, but hopefully it's a good game. And if not, it's the 4:30 game on Saturday, so who cares?
Would at 10.5? Would you take that under, or would you who or would you
Carolina to
take
cover.
not under? Would you
Carolina?
Yeah, I would take Carolina for sure.
Yeah. Can't go against my guy, Carolina Mike.
I hope he's in the
Exactly.
building,
They got to have him in the building. Yeah, exactly. They got to
the
have him
locker
there.
room.
Be there.
Him and Kuechly running out with the
He
boys.
should be banging the drum. Get him on the drum.
Keep on pounding.
Yeah, I kind of agree. I think I do think the Rams win. But I mean that's a long way from LA to Carolina. I know it's not going to be like, going to Buffalo or New England where the weather is hugely a factor, but it will be colder than LA, and it will the travel is not to be discounted or forgotten. So I think that the Rams should win. Um Devontae Adams should be back, right? I think he's good to go. But yeah, so I think are we all taking the Rams with just Carolina to cover?
We'll take the Panthers. If we're just gonna have
Yeah,
to
why
go
don't we
straight up.
go through and we
I mean,
can do picks and we can keep track of these.
all right.
Not to put anybody on the spot.
I mean, if I have to pick a team, if I don't get points, I think the Rams will win, but I think Carolina covers.
Yeah, that's where I'm at as well. But I will be rooting for the Panthers to win. So I'm fine with taking the L on this little scoreboard we're going to do here.
I mean, if I'm betting it, I'm betting Carolina to cover, and then if they win, which I think which I would love, then great.
All right, good stuff. Yeah, I mean, I'd like to see the Panthers win. I think it'd be a cool story. Although I do like Stafford, I wouldn't mind seeing him get another ring to go with the MVP that he's going to win. I'm going to
So
go with
what's
the
your official
Rams.
pick there?
Yeah.
Rams.
I'm going with the Rams. What's that?
Lazy picks.
Lazy. Yeah.
Lazy picks.
I do agree kind of with the consensus. I think that Carolina covers 10.5, but I like the Rams. All right, Packers Bears, a nice divisional matchup in the first round of the playoffs. Two teams, could argue two of the teams that hate each other the most in the NFL. Probably one of the best rivalries going that's been kind of renewed, that was one-sided for forever. It's good to see the Bears kind of fighting back a little bit. What are you guys' thoughts on this game?
I got some thoughts. I think it's dumb that this is on Amazon.
I didn't realize. Breaking
I
news.
didn't even know that.
It's
But I
like
agree.
like a lot of like restaurants and whatever, like places that you go to, like just don't like have Amazon Prime. There's like you have to be home for this game, or like know that the spot you're going to is going to have it.
That's
And
money
I
though,
just think
right?
that's
Like Amazon
Yeah.
bought that, and the
Right.
NFL took that money. You
Right.
know, like I don't disagree with you, but this wasn't like let's throw Prime a bone. Like Prime was like, we'll give you $100 million or whatever, some gargantuan number for a certain number of playoff games in the next.
But yeah, that sucks.
I think
Yeah.
it's ridiculous.
I don't care. I don't care about Amazon
Yeah.
I
paying the
totally agree.
NFL.
I think it's ridiculous that any playoff game would not be on network television nationally. It's the most popular sport in the country by a wide margin. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, I think all of these games are spread across like every streaming platform. You need all of them if you want to watch all the games.
Well, yeah,
Is one
Nothing on
exclusively on
ABC.
Peacock?
Yep.
one's NBC Peacock. So I actually have
That's the
them right here.
Pats. The Pats are on NBC.
Yeah, so it goes
But
Fox,
that
Prime-
should be on NBC straight up. Is there one that's like Peacock specific?
I don't think in the playoffs.
I don't think so.
No.
I think they did that. Did they not do that last? I thought they did that with the Chiefs once. Maybe
Well,
that wasn't the playoffs.
I think that was before
So
Amazon
this
was in the playoffs. Maybe. I don't know. So for me, I think that it is stupid
yeah.
for all the reasons that you listed as far as like going out to a bar. Granted, they do have Thursday night football all year, so it's not like it's surprising bars, a place that's gonna
Saturday and
Oh,
Thursday
I
nights
agree with
way
you there,
different.
but it's like I've worked at places that figured it out. There's places that do, but like there's plenty of places that don't, and they don't put in the effort, and they have a full bar, and they're like, "Oh, they'll put the game on," and then they can't. That's just a bad look. I'll say from a viewing at home, I actually like the Amazon games better just because I know that I'm live with everyone else. Like I know that it's, when you watch on Fubo and someone's watching on cable, you know that you're like 30 seconds behind. So like from a watching live perspective, I don't mind the Amazon games. I actually like them because I feel like I'm closer to the live action or at least on par with everyone else.
I can't hear my neighbors. So
Do you actually know a lot of people that still have cable? Because I don't know that I know anyone that does.
I got a couple names. Won't
Okay.
expose them.
I'm just thinking my like group
Yeah.
chats.
drop
in
the
group chats
names,
or anything,
Liam.
anything that could get
Let's see.
exposed.
I got a list.
But I think
I know
Fubo's usually
people, but
behind YouTube.
there are people that are older than me, right? Like we haven't had cable for 14, 15 years.
I'm early cord cutter.
OG card cutter, yeah.
Yeah,
You just weren't watching anything.
No,
Just
yeah.
Redbox. Oh, and yeah, we'll go to Blockbuster tonight.
It's hitting the
No,
red box.
we cut cable. So it was when we were living in the city, and we stopped doing cable because we were watching Netflix and everything, and like we individually paid for some of the services. But then if I wanted to watch a game, I would just go to a bar because I live a block away. You know what I mean? Like, or I'd go to a buddy's place or whatever. Like, it got a little hard the first few years we were up here because like YouTube TV hadn't like really like stretched its legs and gotten like all those cable, like the like this weekend would have been really tough, right? Because I would have had access to like ABC but not CBS or some bullshit like that. But yeah, we haven't had cable for a long time. I realize.
NBC is still not on Fubo, right?
It's not.
That's ridiculous.
I haven't switched over to Fubo. I need to.
I do like YouTube TV better, but Fubo has Nessun, so.
Fubo has Nessun, yeah. Right, I think right now I might be paying. I
So
think
you just need to cancel YouTube. You don't need to do the switch.
well, no, I only use Fubo for Nessun.
Just get Nessun
that I use.
360, although that's a god-awful product. That's $30 a month.
It's like, one, it's awful and it crashes all the time, and two, it's like $20.
Leo's not a fan
It's
of Nessun
expensive.
360.
I hear you, bro.
Bears are gonna win.
Yeah, I was just gonna say, what do you guys think about this game? I don't know. This is a toss-up. I don't feel confident either way. I feel like every time I'm against the Bears, they win. So, I guess I'd go with the Bears, just because they're at home.
I like the Bears. I'd prefer the Bears to win. I hate the Packers, but it's tough. I think I'll go with the Bears too.
I'm not a
No,
Caleb Williams fan, so
yeah, I'm really not either.
I like Caleb Williams.
I mean, yeah, the easy pick is the Bears. I do think the Bears will win, but I suppose I could play foil here and go Packers. I feel like it's a coin flip. I you know, so but my pick will be the Bears.
Clean sweep on that.
Bills Jags next Sunday.
Bills by a billion. No, Josh Allen is scary in the playoffs because he's Josh Allen. But I think the Jaguars are better.
I'm
Yeah.
gonna stick with the Bills. I don't.
I think I'm gonna go Jags. That defense is really good, and the offense has been one of the best since they got Jacoby Myers. So I think it's tough to go against the Bills in the wild card round, but I don't know. Trevor Lawrence has kind of stepped it up lately.
Parker Washington.
Washington, Jacoby.
The offense is doing great, and Brian Thomas Jr. isn't doing anything.
Yeah, and Travis Hunter's probably streaming
Is
somewhere.
he out for the year?
Yeah.
Not rookie of the year. No,
Was that your pick?
I don't think so. I don't think any of us picked him. I don't remember.
I can't
offensive
remember
rookie
who
of
my
the year.
pick was.
I definitely wouldn't have picked. I don't think I would have picked Travis.
I picked Ibuka, which that was looking strong early, but I don't
I
think
might
he's
have went
got-
like Cam Ward. I think I went Cam Ward.
I can't remember
mean,
at all
that's
who
not a
I
bad
picked.
pick.
I'm sure they're probably 30th in voting, but
Well, who's gonna win? Is it gonna be Tyler Shuff?
It's probably either him or Trevion's up there. Tet, maybe.
I feel like Cam
don't
Ward
know.
had a good year. The Titans are just awful.
Yeah,
Yeah. I think he's the real deal.
Up next.
sophomore season.
Get him a coach.
I'll go Jags.
So we got two Jags, two Bills. Niners, Eagles.
We
I don't know.
think what are we thinking? What are we thinking? Game of the
The
week? Or we think
Birds.
is it that or is it Bears Packers?
I think it's because of the rivalry. It's probably going to be Bears Packers, but
I mean,
think that
Pats Chargers is game of the week for me.
It's matchup, I
Yeah, I
guess,
don't-
is a better way to
Lot of
phrase it.
rivalry
Matchup of the
there.
week.
Bills Jags is pretty
Sunday
elite.
Night Football.
I think the NFL thinks that the they put Patriots in prime.
But I think viewer wise, I think the afternoon game on Sunday is probably going to get the most eyes. Yeah.
the 4:30 game. Yeah,
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I think that Bills Jags game is those two teams.
I mean, they're
The full Sunday slate.
yeah, it could be any of those.
those three games are really good football games.
It's honestly just a good full slate. I mean,
yeah, on paper, what the biggest mismatch is Rams Panthers, and it's like the Rams obviously could be got, like, and the Panthers have proven they could beat them. So it is a good kind of top to bottom slate that, you're not looking at anything, I don't think there's going to be any 2 touchdown winners. I don't think anybody's going to win by more than 2 touchdowns.
agreed.
Scriptwriters working overtime.
Yeah, 5.5 for the Niners Eagles.
Oh, it's 5.5. I have
In
4.
favor of the Eagles.
Eagles are favored.
Yeah,
I like the Eagles.
Yeah, if the Niners didn't have so many injuries, I think that they'd have a better chance. But I think I also like the Eagles at home.
like the Eagles as well. As much as I don't like the Eagles, I think they will win this football game. I'd much prefer to see Mr. Irrelevant be more relevant.
Yeah, I like the Niners. Obviously hate the Eagles, but I think that something about the Niners, they just you keep thinking like this other shoe's going to drop. They're not going to continue this going, and they've overcome so many injuries. I think Fred Warner is going to be back in the second round, which I thought he was done for the year. But on the 49ers, before we move on, I think the 49ers are going to win. Did you guys see that that thing that came out about the electromagnetic field that is, like, right next to the practice facility, and their scientists are thinking that that could be the reason why the 49ers have had so many injuries over the past few years.
I have not
There's
seen that.
this,
Not
like,
seen that.
some sort of lab or factory or something that gives off, like, low frequent I'm butchering all the terms, but there's this thing that's right next to where the 49ers it's
Like a
something
5G
like that, but
tower?
apparently whatever energy that's giving off from that facility is known to, like, reduce collagen and have all these negative effects on humans, and the 49ers, like, it seemed like I think we talked about it on one episode where it's like, they're just devastated with injuries. I think I listed off every year,
Every
they
year.
they average, like, significantly more, knee injuries, Achilles injuries, like, kind of those soft tissue ligament type injuries that it always seems like they have way more than everyone else, and people are thinking that it might be this thing that's right next to where right next to their facility.
I mean, in fairness to that facility, McCaffrey was made of glass
Yeah,
before he went to the 49ers. But yes, in general, I do feel like the 49ers are like always the injured
justice for
reservers.
Jimmy G. It's the only reason. If he didn't go to the 49ers, different career, Hall of Famer.
Yeah.
But, yeah, I just wanted to see if you guys saw that. It is interesting.
I haven't seen that. I haven't seen
What
that.
were the picks on, 49ers, Eagles?
I
Okay,
think we're all
everyone
Eagles
Eagles
to
except for
you.
me.
Birds. Go Birds.
Leo, not an Eagles fan. What's the next game? Pats, Chargers?
Chargers, Pats.
Uh,
I think we're all probably the Patriots, I would assume. I don't know about
Yeah,
you,
I
Seamus,
think
but
I think the Patriots should win. I think well, I mean, it really depends on if that week off for Justin Herbert makes any difference. Probably not. I don't think you're gonna heal a broken hand in a week, but, I think they do match up well with them, but I think that the Patriots I don't think they're gonna lose their first game. I'd be very surprised.
yeah. I think this is one of the best matchups for the Pats and as a wild card game. Um, or a wild card round, let's say.
it is funny that both these teams kind of like wanted each other. Usually, like there was, I mean, the Chargers rested Herbert because they were like, yeah, we'll take that 7 seed and take the Pats,
Yeah.
and the Pats are, as Pats fans, we're all like, yeah, we'd rather the Chargers than the Texans or the Jags, or I guess we wouldn't be the Jags, but the Bills.
Bills. Yeah.
So
Yeah. I mean, I just I don't know. I mean, I was talking about this with somebody earlier today. I don't really feel like anybody's afraid of the Patriots. Like, I know the Patriots are a good football team, but I don't think anyone's going, "Ooh, shit, don't want to go to Foxborough this year." Right? Like, I don't think that they're that kind of football. I don't think people really think the Patriots are as good as their record is.
they're just battling the schedule.
Yeah, that's the
Is
thing.
is there a team in the AFC that anyone is afraid of?
I'm afraid of the Texans and the Jags.
Yeah, I mean, it's across the board. There's no team in the AFC that has the history of going on a long playoff run, so there's nobody that should be given that ultimate respect. I mean, it really is kind of the Bills are the most battle-tested playoff team in the AFC, right? It's like Broncos were
it, they're in their current iterations. Yeah,
yeah,
like I don't think any of these other quarterbacks have been to the playoffs.
Aaron Rodgers.
CJ Stroud.
Aaron
has, yeah.
Rodgers. That's a
12
good
playoff
point.
wins.
Yeah, yeah,
I think he has more playoff wins than all the other quarterbacks combined in the AFC.
probably. Yeah, I think I
Because
heard someone say
he's got
Stroud as he's also been to the
2
playoffs.
wins.
Yeah,
Trevor Lawrence and Herbert have also been in the playoffs, but I don't know that.
first round
But, like,
losses though.
you're not
Probably.
looking
I mean,
at,
Trevor
like,
I
Lawrence.
think the
in
Jets.
years past, the Patriots of old that, like, they're there every year, there's no Chiefs, there's
Well, yeah,
no,
and the
you know,
Chiefs.
even the Bengals
Yeah.
have been to a Super Bowl, like, it's
Yeah, there's no
The Ravens.
no Chiefs, no Ravens, no Bengals. Yeah. No, so yeah, I mean, I think the original question, does anybody scare you? I mean, I think I'd probably be like, I don't want to face a team that's rolling. Like the Jags and Texans are both on like absurd win streaks. I'm not afraid of the Broncos. I think we'll beat the Chargers. And yeah,
Yeah, Texans is
I
a
don't know
good
what
call.
it
Their
is. Like
defense is crazy.
what's that?
who?
The Texans defense.
Texas defense is really it's good. It's very good.
Yeah, agreed. That's why they're the Jags defense. That's why they're kind of like the two teams that I'm worried about. Obviously, got to worry about the Chargers first, but for some reason, I look at this matchup and I just can't help but think like back to the Brady teams in the playoffs when the Chargers would come up and we'd just beat them and on to the next round. So I don't know. My brain still thinks that that's kind of just what's going to happen. It's like, oh, Chargers are coming to town, beat them,
Well, Justin Herbert, as
on to the
good as
next
he
one.
is, even healthy, he's not like a winner. Like I think before this year, his win-loss record was like 500. Like exactly. Like he's the most, he puts up numbers, but he doesn't win games. He'll win one, lose one forever. It's probably above 500 after this year, but um, he's just not like a guy that strikes fear into you from like a winning standpoint. He's a guy that,
I'm also
26 NFL teams would take him in a heartbeat, but he's not like the guy he's not Brady. He's not any of these nobody's Brady, but he's not like this person that you're like, we can't face this guy.
yeah. I'm looking back at like their season this year, and there's a lot of games here where they scored 3, 6, like 11 or not 11, 16 points. Like they're not putting up a lot of points in these games. They lost to the Giants.
They've also battled some injuries, but
Yeah.
their offensive line got
Did it?
decimated.
Did it?
early.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is it
They
still
lost, like,
decimated?
They don't have like they don't have
Yeah,
even
yeah,
close to their what they thought they would have to start the year.
Yeah, they had like 2 Pro Bowl linemen that got hurt. One before the season and one mid-season.
Yeah, Joe Alt was what, a top 5
So
pick?
that's why. Yeah. And then they signed someone to like an extension this offseason that was also really good. I can't remember his name. But yeah, that's why Herbert's been battling his injuries because he's just
He's
getting
getting wrecked.
smoked.
Yeah.
And then Hampton obviously was out a long time.
I don't think Herbert's the most sacked, but I think he's the most
Najee.
hit.
Yeah,
He's been hit the
Najee.
most.
I feel like Kim Ward might be the most sacked. I feel like he was getting.
Josh Allen might after that Texans game.
So it's a
Sir.
clean sweep 4 for the Pats.
Game of the week.
And Texans Steelers.
Texans Steelers.
I'm going Steelers.
Liam likes the two home
home
field
field.
division winners that aren't deserving.
Yeah.
It would be great. I mean, look, the NFL scriptwriters would love it because it would prove that you got to give those the divisional value, right? No, I think Texans in a close game, but Texans
That's what
Definitely
I'm
the
thinking as
under.
well.
definitely the under. Yes, whatever it is, 38. Still taking the under.
I was going to
DK
ask.
is
He was
back.
suspended
Is DK
17
back?
and 18, right?
Yeah.
I just don't think Aaron Rodgers is going to have time to throw a football. I think he is going to be under a lot of.
Yeah, I think I'm going with Texans.
Yeah, I'm going Texans. My bet will be the under, but I like money. But I like Texans.
My bet will probably be like
Yeah.
some Aaron Rodgers prop.
Aaron Rodgers 2+ touchdowns.
What's his name? Higgins. See the wide
Jaden?
receiver? Yeah.
Yeah,
Probably him touchdown.
yeah, he's a freak.
Is that your anytime for the weekend?
Oh, I don't know. He's just been scoring. Like I think he's got a touchdown. I don't even want to throw out a number, but I feel like he scored in like the last 5 weeks.
He definitely scored like an 85-yarder last game or 2 games ago,
Okay.
and then he did score again last week.
Watch the socials and stay tuned for the 4-leg anytime touchdown parlay for the Monday Night Football game that we're going to put together.
Parlayed with the under.
for Monday. Just the one game.
4 touchdown scores. Or we'll do 3 touchdown
Yeah.
scores in the under. It's 14-7. That would wipe away the entire regular season if we picked the 3 correct and then took the under and that hit.
Might as well
Yeah,
throw
exactly.
correct
Yeah.
score on there while we're at it. 14,
Halftime tie
7
0-0.
Texans.
Parlay that in there. Yeah, we
Crazy.
thinking halftime tie for any of these games?
Probably all of them,
All right, parlay that. Imagine
except for the Panthers. Panthers are going to be up at half.
You're talking like you got the script in front of you.
You got to say some bold stuff so then it looks good later.
Oh, there you go.
Did you see the if you bet? I think it was $100. If you bet the Jets thing, yeah,
The
if you-
Jets.
no interception every game and rolled it over, it'd be $5.4 million.
Yeah, that's crazy though, because it's like then your last bet is like
Yeah,
whatever
yeah.
$3 million.
But still, it's crazy that
it's like at that point, like, are you really rolling it over? Or you're just like, oh, I turned this 100 into like 100,000. Like I might just like chill.
I think I would stop betting after like week 3 or 4.
Can you even bet that?
no interceptions, or
If no interceptions,
I think so.
yeah, you could bet like over under interceptions thrown.
For like a team?
But
There's team
I
specific
think
ones.
the stat.
Well,
like,
no. You would take the quarterback that's playing the Jets to not throw a touchdown or not throw an interception.
I think there's probably a defensive prop though, like interceptions.
I don't know why I thought that prop was always touched or yeah, I guess it is interceptions over under. That's also tough too. And I guess whoever made that stat, they must have gone back and looked at the odds because they're obviously not the same for every game.
My guess is ChatGPT did it.
has that ever happened before?
Since like the 30s.
When they just
So it
ran the
probably will
ball every
never
play.
happen again.
Like weren't even throwing forward passes when it last happened.
They were playing
I don't
rugby.
think that's like one of those stats that might never get broken or happen again.
0 interceptions in a season is really bad. Like I didn't even know that happened.
It's crazy to think like when I heard that, or it was not a secret, they were talking about it from like week 13 on, but like I just kept thinking like DeRon Bland had 6 interception touchdowns like in a season, and the Jets couldn't get 1 interception. Like wouldn't it suck to be like one of those cornerbacks and like if they're up for a contract, like trying to negotiate like why are you worth $25 million a year? And their head coach was a defensive back. Like,
well, their best cornerback who got traded had the worst record in the league this year.
He
had 2 wins all year.
He had 2 separate 1-7 seasons, which is crazy.
Talk about not being a winner.
He probably doesn't care at all.
I think they all care a little bit. Like money is one thing, but it still sucks to lose. Right? Like
not that bad when you got some commas in the bank account. Like,
yeah,
whatever. I'll go on vacation.
So like I would like, or like a couple years ago, I would agree with you, but I've started coaching, and like there's no money into it, obviously, but like I get into the games. These games that mean nothing.
But that's the thing. There's no money.
But I don't think even if you
were getting paid $50 million, you probably wouldn't be like, "Damn, we lost."
I think you still would. I think you'd still be upset. Because
I feel like I would, but some of these guys.
Imagine how much better it would be if you're making $50 million and winning.
Well, it'd be interesting. It'd be interesting to know like how many of these guys like legitimately love playing football, or if they just know that they're good at it and they knew that they could make it, and then they did whatever they could to get there. You know, I'm sure there's plenty of guys that it's like they stopped loving football forever ago, and they're just like, this is just what I do. It's because it is a job, really, you know, and they've been having to do it, you know, as teenagers, working like, this is the way that I like take care of my family. This is the only way that I'll be able to.
Well, I mean, look, like being a professional athlete is a better job than a lot of jobs, like most of the jobs, but it's still extremely difficult.
Yeah.
Like to do it, like just being in professional athlete shape is extremely difficult. No Twinkies, no, like it's hard. It's really, really difficult to do that.
I'm gonna clip that.
Um,
Barrett saying being a professional athlete's really hard.
yeah, there you go.
Hot
That's the
take
clip.
alert.
Yeah. No, the reason I'm saying that is because it's not like, yes, they're doing it and they maybe don't like football as much as they did when they were like playing in high school and like, rolling over teams and whatever, but like it it's not like they're doing it because it's
Yeah, no,
easy.
that I was not saying at all. Just that they know that they're like
No, I know.
they have the ability. They've been told how great they are since they were kids. And for plenty of guys, it's like it's the only way that they, can provide for their family or that they can get out of a bad situation. And it's like when there's that level of responsibility on it, like, you know, they may be like, I've already made it. I don't care about like winning the Super Bowl. I'm glad that like I was able to buy my mom a house and that I don't live in, you know,
Yeah. I'd be willing to bet that a lot more collegiate athletes, especially in the NIL era, feel that way than professional athletes. Like trapped. Like what you're describing to me feels
mm,
like someone who was trapped, right? Um and yeah, like that would be, but I feel like lots of people feel
yeah.
that way in their careers. You don't have to be making $25 million a year to feel
Sauce
trapped in a
Gardner's
career.
quiet quitting.
What?
Sauce Gardner's quiet quitting.
Yeah, trade me back to the Jets.
What's the one where the other like corporate thing where like people are like swiping in but not
Oh,
actually
it's like
going in? They're like,
coffee something.
yeah, there's something that, yeah, whatever. I don't know. I mean, there's guys that are like 40 years old that play football. Like, I don't know. I feel like these guys, professional athletes, they still
Yeah.
like football. Like, they might lose it with like all the business side of like what they have to do, contracts and all that, but these guys still like football. There's no way that they don't like football. It's crazy talk.
I'm not saying it's a large percentage. I'm saying that there's probably, and I'm not saying that Sauce Gardner, what?
I was saying Sauce. I don't think Sauce cares. That was
Look
specifically for
directly into
Sauce.
the camera.
I don't think he cares if he's winning or losing, but I think he likes football still.
That's what I'm saying. I'm sure he would like to win, but the fact that he was on the Colts and didn't win anything and they lost like every game once he got there, I don't think he's like, damn, this sucks.
Well, didn't
He's
like
like,
Daniel Jones get like hurt in his first game?
He got hurt. I think he
yeah, and then
only
I think
played
he
like
also
2
got hurt,
games.
but I think he's also like, damn, season's over. I have so many commas in my bank account. I'm gonna have a sweet off season.
Yeah, he's a YouTube golfer too.
He's
got,
a
like,
golfer. Yeah,
it's
he's
just
hit
like,
the sim.
yeah, it's freaking sick.
All right. Well, you guys got anything else? Got a
68 more days till St. Patrick's.
countdown's on.
Once the new year begins.
Did you say 68?
Should have recorded
Nice.
yesterday.
Or tomorrow.
Yeah.
Tomorrow would be.
Yeah, for those listening, 6, 7. Yeah, no, I was out at a restaurant recently, and they had a countdown
Yeah.
going. I thought that was pretty sick. But usually, once the new year starts, I just like start thinking, like, what's the next holiday? And to me, it's usually St.
MLK.
Patrick's Day.
Valentine's Day. Sorry.
Thought we loved love on this pod.
Yeah.
No, I
No
know
love for
there's a few
MLK?
in between,
Sheesh.
but
President's Day.
I know
I'm ready
there's
for
a few in
President's
between.
Day.
When I
What's the
went to
countdown?
Yeah. Seamus, big
Oh yeah,
big
big
weekend for
sales.
you.
Got my American flag sweater ready to go. I'm not wearing it till then. Got it a couple weeks ago, and I'm like, oh, I'm saving this.
Keep it
when I went
crispy.
to that work conference in Newport, I actually got a koozie that said halfway to St. Patrick's Day, and with the date, because it was the date at the halfway point.
Oh,
It was
that's
like the 17th.
Away.
that's good.
I was like, this is a very niche, specific koozie to have, but
That's
June
awesome.
17th. Is that what that is?
No, it would be September 17th.
Oh, yeah, June. Yeah, sorry, June's 9 months
I was so close.
to the halfway.
Birthday's the 14th. So I was really close to being halfway to St. Patrick's Day.
Well, Kylie's birthday is the 20th.
What's that?
Kylie's birthday is the 20th of March.
3 days from St. Patty's Day.
Well, I thought you meant of September. I'm like, I don't think it is.
No.
All right. I
All right.
don't have anything else.
We could just sit in silence.
Let's run through. I'm gonna Carolina cover.
This is where we'll put the ads.
Jag money line. Yeah, we should all put on some mouth tape.
Got it right here. Best in the game. Shout out to ZZZ
I'm
Tape.
gonna go.
Check out coming
I'm gonna go watch the rest of
soon
this,
to my TikTok.
Miami Ole Miss
About
game.
to pepper you with ads for this, so be ready for that. I'm contractually obligated. I'm just kidding. I have to do one video.
That promo code.
Yeah, we tapping it up.
Yes. Thank you so much for listening, especially if you've listened to the last couple minutes where we have had more silence than words, and we don't really have a clean way to end this. But thank you again for listening.
Well, because we don't have
No
don't have a
parlay, nothing to
parlay.
recap.
Oringo bra.
I'm going to read through everybody's picks. So, yeah.
William likes the Panthers.
We all like the Panthers to cover, but the Rams to win.
Yeah, so the only unanimous picks are we all picked the Bears, we all picked the Pats. Everything else,
Well, I don't like that. I don't like that one
Can't be too
bit.
surprised there.
No, I given our track record,
we're due.
the
Like
curse,
they say, we're due.
we're due.
All right. Well, thank you again for listening. We will be releasing our parlays over the weekend. Keep an eye out for those. Like, subscribe, follow, download. Check out the merch. Been quiet on the merch for a little bit, but I got the hat on. Barrett's got the hoodie. Let me know what you'd like. I'd love to make some more pieces that people would like. And that's all I got. What do we say, Aiden?
Breathe easy.